Welcome back, tennis obsessors, to another video where today we'll be doing a comparison of the Pure Aero 98 with the Pure Strike 98. Both the latest models, both Babolat. Let's see which is the best out of the two. Starting off with the Pure Aero 98, 305 grams, 16 by 20 string pattern. The main purpose of the racket is to give players spin, and it does exactly that. As a previous user of the V-Core 98, another spin-orientated racket, I will say that the Aero gave me more spin and was also more consistent. But we're not comparing it to the V-Core, we're comparing it to the Pure Strike. The ball dropped in at the baseline a lot more than expected, which allowed me to hit with more depth, which is key to winning matches. This is due to the Aero Modular 3, which is an aerodynamic frame integrating the bumper and grommets to increase head speed and spin production. I found that the racket gave me a lot of power due to the low swing weight of 295 unstrung and around 315 strung, so I could whip the racket through the air quickly, and the stiffness of 70 made the racket stable so it didn't twist in my hand, which is an issue I have found with a lot of rackets when I swing it through the air quickly. My forehand seemed to make a significant improvement as I was able to direct my shots a lot easier without losing any power. The racket was designed for this with a smaller head size, the string pattern used, and its thinner section.
I'm so.
This racket has great feel. This also improved the direction of my shots as it just made them more accurate in general. This shows why Alcrest is great at hitting drop shots all the time. The NF² technology allows for great feel due to the flex fibers in the frame of the racket absorbing the shock. This also makes it more comfortable to play with. One issue I will say is that with a one-handed backhand, the low swing weight makes the racket whip to the air too quickly, and I found I wasn't hitting the sweet spot as often, but it didn't affect the forehand. If you have a slower swing or a two-handed backhand, I personally don't think this is going to be an issue for you. The volleys I found weren't out of this world. Coming forward and punching the volley was quite difficult, but the drop volleys, or if I was just taking the power out of hard shots at me, or just directing them in general, did work very well, but I think the low swing weight made punching volleys very difficult. After that very long extended grunt, now we're on to the serves. I found the serves were good and bad. They had great power due to the increased head speed, but then I also found that because it ripped through the air so quickly, I didn't hit the sweet spot as often as I could with other rackets, but the kick serve or a slice serve worked amazing due to the increased spin you get with it. And while we're here, I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below, and feel free to leave a like as well for more tennis related content in the future. Now, onto the Pure Strike 98. Same weight, same head size, but a 16 by 19 string pattern. The idea behind this racket was to give great control at the same time as having power, with the high unstrung swing weight of 305 and strung swing weight of around 332. This racket is a beast. The control comes from the hybrid beam, tighter string pattern and softer frame. It has control frame technology which combines a square frame for stability with the dynamism of a standard elliptical frame. The racket, as you can see, does have power if you're able to swing it with pace. Even though it's only 305 grams, the swing weight makes the racket quite heavy through the air, but if swung correctly, you can get a lot of easy power with great direction as well. Combining the high swing weight with the high stiffness of 68 made the racket never twist in my hand on any shots, if that was a forehand or a backhand. I found my forehands weren't as good with the Pure Strike as they were with the Aero. There was less spin, so my shot seems to have less depth, but they were more consistent because I didn't have to swing really hard to get the power, so less were going out. With rackets, we know there is always a compromise. With this, you have everything but the spin. Like the Aero, the racket has NF squared technology, so it adds the natural flax fibres for optimal vibration filtration at the handle to improve the feel. It also makes it muted for even more control. Although, I will say that these flax fibres are meant to soften the racket, but on serves, I found that my elbow did start to flare from the stiffness, but it didn't do that with the Aero. I will say that the Pure Strike suited my one-handed backhand a lot nicer than the Aero due to the control of the racket and it not being whippy. The FSI control, frame string integration, combines the tighter string pattern with the woofer system. The woofer system increases the contact time between the ball and the strings for more feel. I felt this improved my backhand a lot and made returning serves easy as well. One shot, I will say, has never been as good as when I did it with the Pure Strike, and this was the slice. The ball goes so low over the net, and the spin often caught my opponent out. I can't rave about this shot enough. It was brilliant. As you can imagine, the volleys with this racket were amazing. With all this technology in the frame and handle, I was able to direct all my volleys with great feel of the ball, and the stability allowed me to control the ball no matter how hard the shot was hit at me. Now, the serves. Once I adjusted to the swing weight, it made serving easy as I just did a slower controlled motion, still got decent power. Not as fast as the Aero, but it was more controlled. I found I did get more in. It didn't have good kick or slice on my serves due to the lack of spin. Now, my final verdict, which is better, Pure Aero or Pure Strike? Now, in my opinion, I will say I did prefer the Aero. I was easier to play with and was also more comfortable. The spin it gave me suited my game more, and I found I hit more winners with the racket in general. There's no secret why this is used on the tour a lot. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. Please let me know in the comments down below if there's any other tennis related content you'd like to see, reviews, comparisons,
rub rackets, strings, anything really, I'll be happy to get onto it. And I will see you in the next one.